Rams win last night ties them with the Cards for the best record in the NFC West at 10-4. First place in the NFC West with 3 games left. They are a win away from clinching a playoff spot and have a 35% chance to win the division according to our analytics. Swagoo, I'll start with you. Is Stafford the quarterback under the most pressure to win the Super Bowl?
No, he's not. It's Aaron Rodgers. And it's Aaron Rodgers because of, one, let's go back to a tumultuous offseason, figuring out if he was going to even be a Green Bay Packer. And then for the Packers to kind of take the approach that we are going to appease Aaron Rodgers, not only in getting Randall Cobb to come to this team, but also restructuring a contract so it's an easier exit or easier trade after this particular season. And then, too, like, let's call the elephant in the room. Like, for as great as Aaron Rodgers is and as great of a quarterback as he's been, he has one Super Bowl. And I understand going to the NFC championships, but you falling short as Aaron Rodgers, you have to be held to the same standard we hold all of the superstars to. You have to be able to get there. You have to be able to get back. And the fact that he's been one game away 3 times and haven't reached that Super Bowl that he's looking for, and understanding he's already a Super Bowl champion, not to discount that, but there's no way in hell you can tell me that Matthew Stafford in his first year in a new situation, a new offense, is under more pressure than Aaron Rodgers, who's been in Green Bay, who tore Green Bay a new one in a press conference before the season started, who got the general manager to capitulate to the things that he wanted done, who went through this immunization configuration, and who also is considered to be arguably the greatest quarterback ever. And he's sitting on one Super Bowl, and his team is good enough to get there again. They're having a successful year this year. The pressure is on Aaron Rodgers to win a Super Bowl in Green Bay more than any other quarterback in the NFL.
I'm sorry, Swagoo, but I got to disagree. For me, the most pressure to win a Super Bowl right now was Matthew Stafford. You got to look at Sean McVay. Recently, they just got to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. But what did Coach McVay say? That's not the guy. I want a guy that I need that I feel like we can win a Super Bowl with. So what do? They unload the house to go trade for Matthew Stafford. Not only that, Matthew Stafford, to me, they're basically saying Les Snead and Sean McVay is that this is the guy that we need to get over that hump and win the Super Bowl. He said, I won't say he said, but basically with the Rams, it's Super Bowl or bust. Am I right or wrong? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Super Bowl
I
or bust.
agree with that.
So that's why I think Matthew Stafford has the most pressure to win a Super Bowl more so than Aaron Rodgers. Matthew Stafford hasn't even won a playoff game yet. Aaron Rodgers has a Super Bowl. He won the MVP last year. So basically the Los Angeles Rams, their organization, they empty the house for right now, to win now. So that's why I think Matthew Stafford has the most pressure on him. That's why I want to see them these last few games. Could he step up and make more of a push for this offense to be what it needs to be? They just got to be better in the run game. But I think if Matthew Stafford can allow this team to get that push and allow these guys to get over the hump, I think the pressure will be off of them. And I think the only way they can do that is with a Super Bowl.
That was an eloquent dissertation right there, Harry, but you know damn well you're wrong. Like, you already, you proved the point. The pressure, and I will agree with you on this, the pressure on anybody to win a Super Bowl lies at the feet of Sean McVay more than anybody. That takes pressure away from Matthew Stafford. Sean McVay pulled the trigger. Les Snead pulled the trigger. They decided that Matthew Stafford would be the guy. Yeah, Matthew Stafford accepted the challenge. Wouldn't you accept the challenge if you had the chance to go to the Rams and get the hell out of Detroit? You would accept it too.
1,000,000%.
But that is not the pressure. That's not the pressure on him. The pressure is on the Los Angeles Rams head coach. One, you made the point. They got there with Jared Goff. So you're supposed to be a coach good enough with a more talented quarterback to get you back into that situation. Matthew Stafford is playing well. He's had some bumps in the road, but for the most part, Matthew Stafford has been a significant upgrade over what Jared Goff was for the Los Angeles Rams. Sean McVay has the most pressure of any head coach. We agree on that. But we talking about players. We talking about quarterbacks. And we're talking about Aaron Rodgers with one Super Bowl, who's probably about to be a 2-time MVP back-to-back, but one Super Bowl in his case. The pressure is on him. But if we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers in the same vein, that we're going to talk about the greatest quarterbacks ever, if we're going to talk about him in the vein of what he did this offseason in order to facilitate being back in Green Bay, the pressure started more on Aaron Rodgers in the offseason than it started right now at this point. We knew he was going to play well. We talking about a Super Bowl or bust for Aaron Rodgers in this situation that he created.
But here's my thing. What has been the narrative around Matthew Stafford? He's been a good quarterback on a bad team. He hasn't had a playoff win. So now he goes to a team that is great. So if you go to a team that's great, if you've been this high hopes quarterback in Detroit and now you go to a great team, I expect you to win a Super Bowl.
Harry, let me ask you a question.
But he didn't draw attention to himself like Aaron Rodgers did.
I understand that. I understand
Molly,
that.
let me ask Harry a question, because Harry drowning right now, and I need to throw him a life jacket.
I know how to swim.
Harry,
Talk to
who
me.
is under the most pressure to win a Super Bowl out of Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford?
I think Matthew Stafford. I'm not changing that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.